Nuneaton Museum Art Gallery has housed collections relating to locally born, world-famous Victorian novelist George Eliot since it opened in 1917, and has 2 permanent galleries exploring her life and work. The George Eliot collection is now of international significance. In 2019, visitors were able to learn even more about the local heroine, as the museum created several specialist exhibitions in celebration of George Eliot's 200th birthday and highlighting the importance of both the area and its people as inspiration in her writing. George Eliot was born Mary Ann Evans at South Farm on the Arbury Estate. She grew up to be a novelist, writing, amongst other works, Silas Marner, Mill on the Floss and Middlemarch.
As part of the Bicentenary, the museum received funding from the Esby Fairbairn Collections Fund for exploring Eliot, a partnership project working with the George Eliot collections at the museum, Nuneaton Library and the Herbert Art Gallery and Museum, Coventry. The first of the major Eliot-themed exhibitions which the museum mounted was Becoming George, the Unexpected Life of George Eliot. Becoming George outlined Mary Ann's early life, how she became the famous novelist, and her scandalous love life. The star objects and most popular parts of the display were George Eliot's own dress and shoes, and a letter and music manuscript written in her own hand. Care was taken to add sensory elements and interactive items aimed at a number of age groups. These included smells of the farmyard, a butter churn, corsets to try on, and a Victorian writing challenge.
The exhibition seems to have captured the imagination, with over 13,000 visits. Feedback was positive, with visitors saying,
"A comprehensive and accessible exhibition. She deserves it."
Wonderful to see so many items belonging or connected to George Eliot. It's very interesting.
Very interesting, with plenty of insights into George Eliot's life and character.
The museum's second major exhibition was Scenes of Eliot's Life, which focused on her local connections and how her writings celebrated the everyday and very real lives of people.
This exhibition blended objects from the museum's Eliot collections with the local history and fine art items, exploring how the author wrote about ribbon weaving, mining and other industries of the time, as well as poverty and religion. Key objects included the museum's fantastic collection of watercolours, which bring her journey and her books to life. Again, the exhibition included tactile elements and activities for children. But the real jewel in the crown of this exhibition was an original Middlemarch manuscript, handwritten by Eliot and loaned from the British Library.
This internationally important object was the first from a national organisation loaned to the museum and the borough, and will hopefully pave the way for future high-profile loans. The exhibition was seen more than 12,000 times, and visitors were quick to praise the insights on offer.
Such a treat to see the original manuscript of Middlemarch and get the idea of the local context of her work. Very good work.
Interesting links to the novels. Good to see the relationship George Eliot had with the surrounding area.
The Bicentenary year also celebrated Mary Ann Evans' birthday, with featured tours of the exhibitions and, of course, a birthday cake. Visitors were invited to write their own messages to the birthday girl. On her birthday, November 22nd, the museum unveiled a display at a pop-up museum at Nuneaton's Town Hall, with thanks to Exploring Eliot volunteers. 2019 allowed the museum the opportunity to share 128 objects not normally on show, and to try out new ways of telling George Eliot's story, and increase people's knowledge of the life of this internationally famous writer.